Hello, PASW family and friends. Happy Tuesday. We have traveled back in time to Flushing, New York, Flushing, New York in 1910. And I can't wait to tell you why we are here today. Because we're going to be celebrating for the next 3 weeks in a Tuesday trivia cinema history, or celebrating history in film. So there's a reason we're back here in Flushing, New York in 1910, because we're going to learn about one of the first two female directors today. So, but before we do that, we do some moving and grooving. We'll get the music from the latter part of the 20th century with Annie Lennox. Get the energy in your body, guys. Alright guys, let's bring it to the top. Okay guys, good. Let's sit that out. Okay. Guys, last week I talked about Chloe Zhao and how she became the second female director to win a Golden Globe. It's very, very likely that she will be nominated for an Oscar. It's also very possible that Regina King, who directed a fabulous film, One Night in Miami, might also be nominated for an Oscar for Best Director. She's already an Oscar winner, Regina, for Best Actress. And there are a lot of more female directors. Robin Wright, who's an actress, directed a film this year, and Ava DuVernay, she is a director and filmmaker. So there are we're seeing more and more women who are directing films, actresses who are also becoming multi-hyphenates, acting and directing. I also love to act and direct. So, but way before then, long time ago, I want to let this month celebrate film history, look at the history of women in film. So today we're going to focus on two pioneering directors. So that's again why we are in Flushing, New York, because this is the place where Solac Studios was formed in Flushing, New York in 1910. And one of the founders of Solac Studios was a woman named Alice Guy Blaché. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Alice Guy Blaché. And she founded the studios with her husband Herbert. Now, Alice was born in France in 1873. She was born in France in 1873 and got her start working in the as a secretary, typist secretary at a film and camera company in France, and soon began to really fall in love with the art of directing and started directing films. If you see me look, I never take my notes. Started directing films, and throughout her career, both in France and in America, she directed over 700 films. One of her first films, which was considered the first narrative film, was in 1906, and it was one of the first films she directed was in 1906, The Life of Christ. It's considered one of the first narrative films. The narrative films, mean that they tell the story arc. Most of the films we see today are narrative, meaning they tell an entire story. But one of her first films, she directed and one of the first to develop the art of narrative films. One of her first films was the Life of Christ, 1906. She's also one of the first directors to direct a film with an all African American cast, A Fool and His Money, which she directed in 1912. And we're going to see a clip from another film she directed called The Consequences of Feminism, which she also directed in 1906. A lot of her films are silent, but she also directed talking. But let's take a look at the work of this pioneering film director, one of the first female directors, Alice Guy Blaché. Okay, guys, I'm gonna describe this a little bit for our friends. In the description, there was an opening credit of that, and now we have four men and a woman in a dark dress in the restaurant or room. The woman talking to the men. One man comes over with the box and puts it on the table and talks to the woman. The woman leaves. The foreman talks. Another man takes the box, grabs the hat and puts it on. He's looking at himself in the mirror, takes some powder and powders his face. Then he put in the makeup on, he sits up the box and walks out the room. As he goes out the restaurant, there's a woman in a long dark dress who's talking to him and grabs him. Another woman comes along in a light colored dress and slaps the woman in the dark dress. The man gets in between them. The woman in the dark dress gives the woman in the light dress something. The woman in the lighter dress takes off her hat, tips it, and walks out with the man. The woman in the dark dress is upset and then walks off and makes her face. And then we see the man and the woman in the light dress. They're walking toward a park bench, and the man still has the box. Alright guys, did you enjoy that? I really love seeing films that are over 100 years old. So, another film that's about Alice Blaché is, I said her and her husband opened their studios in Flushing, New York in 1910. They moved to New Jersey, Fort Lee, New Jersey. They bought a building, invested over $100,000 in that building, which would be like up a $1 million today. Bought a building in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and today that building is like a film museum, celebrating the history of film. Again, Alice directed over 700 films in her illustrious career. She was a director, a studio executive, a producer, and definitely someone to celebrate as a pioneering woman in film. First thing we're gonna learn about is Dorothy Anser. Dorothy Anser was born in San Francisco in 1897 and died in La Puente, California in 1979. She was another pioneering female film director. What's interesting about what she had in common with Alice is she too got her start working as a secretary at Paramount Paramount Studios, and she got to know the DeMille brothers, William and Cecil DeMille, and that's how she started her film career and started directing. She would direct a lot of the films she directed. She directed over 20 films. A lot of the films that she directed were very female-centric, starring, she directed Katharine Hepburn. There was an actress named Clara Bow, and Clara Bow was a silent film star. And when films went from silent to talkies, Clara was very, very nervous and was very nervous at the microphone. So what Dorothy did was she fashioned a fishing pole and put a mic on the fishing pole, so it would be out of Clara's, wouldn't be so intimidating to Clara. So Dorothy Anser was the woman who invented what we know as the boom mic. Because, if you've been, when we're in the studio and you see the sound person, they're up like that. That's the boom mic, and that was invented by Dorothy Anser. She directed, I said, over 20 films, including this film, Damn Girl Dance, by which starred Maureen O'Hara and another young up-and-coming actress. And I think when you see this clip, you're gonna see why the up-and-coming actress became the big star she did. Now this film was in 1940 that we're gonna see the clip from. But I think when you watch the clip, you'll see why this young actress in this film became such a big star.
Proud and fortunate to present to you in her daring novel specialty, Manhattan's Tiger Lily White.
Give them all you got, baby.
They couldn't take it.
Goody-goody, just a baby in the woody. Love has got me worried and perplexed.
Oh, yeah?
Gosh, oh gee, I want my mama. Goodness me, I need my mama. Maybe she could tell me what comes next.
I'll tell you.
My mother told me there'd be days like this when I wouldn't know what to do. She told me what not to do. She said some boy would take me in his arms and tell me, oh, what lies. But did mother realize the boy would be you? Or you?
She means me.
No, not you.
Oh,
Or you?
me.
It's a date, honey.
Or you? What boat you off, buddy? My mother told me better count to 10. Then if that doesn't do the trick, start counting again. I counted up to 10 1,000 times, but I kissed him anyhow. Oh, mother, tell me, what do I do now? My mother told like this, when the wind would begin to blow, and I wouldn't know where to go. She said the night would be so cold and dark, and I'd be all alone, and every dream I own would blow away. My mother told me, baby, you keep warm. Keep your little self bundled up when you're caught in a storm. She told me just exactly what to do, but didn't tell me how. Oh, mother, mother. Hey, Mom, what do I do now?
All right, guys, did you recognize that young actress? She can be one of our bonus questions today. So let's pay attention. So I hope you pay attention, and I hope you can see by that film the beginning of why that young actress we saw became the big icon, big actress she is, and what we remember her for, and her amazing comic timing. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Today we learned about two pioneering women in film history, Alice Guy Blaché and Dorothy Answer. So I have two bonus questions. Bonus question number one will be back in the film. What year did Alice Guy Blaché open her film studios in Flushing, New York? What year was that? So again, what year did Alice Guy Blaché open her film studio in Flushing, New York? What year was that? Question number two. What is the name of the young actress who was singing that we saw in Dance Girl Dance? What is her name? And guys, so let me know. You also know, guys, that some issue, you had a challenge with this bonus question. You can also call me for an alternative way to answer. Okay, so again, if you go back into the film and to the class today, I want to know what year did Alice Guy Blaché open her film studio? So that studio in Flushing, New York. And question number two, who was the young actress singing and dancing in Dance Girl Dance? All right, guys, I hope you enjoy coming back to 1910. I will be back in the 21st century tomorrow with my Wednesday class. Thank you for joining me. And let's end it the way we began it, with some more dancing and moving to some TLC. See you tomorrow, guys. Bonus question number one. what year did Alice Guy say open her film studio in Flushing, New York? The answer is back in the video. Born in the question number 2. What is the name of the actress we saw singing and dance Girl Dance? Email answer to cejclass@gmail.com or text or leave a voicemail at 323-364-2478. See you tomorrow, guys.